Alright guys, I have the Singer 112139 up here and I'm going to rotate this first. So I just brushed off this timing mark over here. I will look in the manual again to see what that indicates. I'm not sure. I have been messing around with these gears to get the hook timing correct, but I did notice a little bit of, is that slop acceptable? A little bit of lash on those. This one's about the same. Or do I need to move? I guess these would be the timing gears down here, I believe. The concern I've kind of had, my wife just tried to sew again and we ended up yet again with loops on the bottom. We'll go through the sewing on this. This machine actually is running worse than what it was when it came back from the shop. We could almost sew with it. It would be about 70%. Sometimes it would just work fine. But ever since we took it to the shop, it's been even worse. And one of my concerns is that the timing of this, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just going to rotate this by hand so you can observe the needle and the hook. So can you see how the two, does that action seem right? Does it go this way, love?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going in the right direction. If you just observe that and the needle and just see if it looks good or if there's possibly adjustment needed over there, because at some point it seems like, you see how it's dropping down, it just creates this huge piece of slack down there, and that's something that I'm like just not sure if that's correct. There, like it just, the top arm just completely drops down and this just stays stationary at the top. That's always concerned me, so if someone could just comment on that. The threading, I mean, you know, we've followed many videos, coming in over here, wrapping it between once and twice and through here, and then it goes around here, and then it goes through here, it goes through a little tooth behind here, and then that's kind of like the little tension spring. We would go up under there, through the loop, and then down through there, excuse me, and then we'd go through the little hole, and then we would thread it that way and then feed it through. And then what I also did, as I mentioned in text, but I clamped 4 to 6 layers of vinyl in there, and I would literally look in here and I would rotate this by hand and I would continuously punch through the canvas and I would watch the needle and the hook in there until it got, the needle was like almost perfectly going as close as possible through the center of the eye, and that kind of really made a difference. It's kind of like what I would call kind of a real world timing, where you literally have the fabric clamped in and you have all the gears under load, and then, you know, that little bit of play on the gears doesn't kind of throw you off. But you know, if someone can just maybe help us go through the timing marks, the timing of this arm, and then the hook timing, I mean, I build engines and work with gears all day long, so it's, I think I can figure that out, but I think there's something else going on. We've adjusted tension, we're sewing with a pretty heavy duty needle. What is that number?
125.
125, I think. We've tried various needles, and it's just unbelievable. This thing is literally giving us gray hairs. We're about to just put a piece of dynamite in it, but we know it's not the machine, it's just, we just, for the life of us, don't actually know how to get this thing to work right. So thanks for watching.